Life has a way of challenging us, often when we least expect it. We all go through moments when everything feels heavy, whether it's a personal setback, a loss, a failure, or just the overwhelming pressures of daily life. Negative situations are a part of everyone's journey. However, the real question is, how do we handle these situations when they come our way? How do we remain grounded, positive, and hopeful when everything around us feels like it's falling apart? The answer lies in the power of positivity, a tool we all have access to, but many of us don't realize how transformative it can be. One of the greatest philosophers of all time, Lao Tzu, understood this concept deeply. He said, "A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step." On the surface, it seems simple, but there's so much depth to this statement. It means that no matter how insurmountable a challenge may seem, the first step is always the hardest. Once we take that step, we begin to move forward, even if it's just a little bit. The first step is often the shift in our mindset, the choice to see things differently. It's about deciding in the face of difficulty that we're not going to let this challenge define us. We're going to grow through it, not just go through it. The truth is, our mindset is everything. It's the lens through which we view the world, and how we choose to think about a situation can drastically change our experience of it. There's a Zen story that beautifully illustrates the power of positivity and mindset. It's about a student who went to a Zen master seeking wisdom. The student asked, "Master, how can I become wise? What is the key to enlightenment?" The Zen master didn't respond with words. Instead, he took a cup and began to pour tea into it. He poured the tea until the cup was overflowing, spilling everywhere. The student, shocked, said, "Master, stop! The cup is full. You cannot pour any more tea into it." The Zen master paused, looked at the student, and said, "Your mind is like this cup. It is full of preconceptions, judgments, and negativity. Until you empty it, you cannot receive anything new." This Zen story teaches us an important lesson. When we are overwhelmed with negativity, whether it's fear, anger, or self-doubt, we leave no space for anything positive to enter. Just like the cup that's overflowing, our minds become too full of stress, worry, and frustration to absorb new insights, hope, or solutions. The first step toward positivity is clearing that mental clutter, letting go of what doesn't serve us, and making space for something new and uplifting. It's not easy, and it doesn't happen overnight, but it starts with that conscious decision to shift our perspective. Imagine you're in the middle of a difficult situation. Maybe you're dealing with a challenging boss at work, or maybe you've recently faced a personal loss. In these moments, it's easy to let negativity take over. We start focusing on what's wrong instead of what's right, on what we don't have instead of what we do. But positivity isn't about denying the reality of a situation or pretending that everything is fine when it's not. Positivity isn't about wearing rose-colored glasses or ignoring your emotions. It's about choosing to approach the situation with a mindset that seeks growth, understanding, and possibility, even in the face of adversity. It's about recognizing that challenges are a natural part of life. No one goes through life without encountering difficulties. What separates those who overcome obstacles from those who get stuck in them is the ability to choose how we respond. When we practice positivity, we begin to see problems as opportunities for growth. For example, instead of seeing a failure as the end, we can view it as a lesson that will teach us something valuable. Instead of seeing a difficult person as a burden, we can see them as someone who's challenging us to become more patient, understanding, and resilient. Being positive in a negative situation doesn't mean ignoring your feelings or pretending to be happy all the time. It means acknowledging the difficulty of the situation, but choosing to focus on the aspects that you can control: your mindset, your response, and your ability to find meaning or a lesson in the experience. Sometimes this means taking small steps, like practicing gratitude, talking to someone who lifts your spirits, or simply taking a deep breath and reminding yourself that this too shall pass. The power of positivity isn't just about changing the way we think. It's about changing the way we act. When we shift our mindset, we begin to see opportunities where there were once obstacles. We start to notice the good in our lives, even when things aren't perfect. It's about finding the silver lining in every cloud, no matter how small. The more we focus on positivity, the more we attract positive outcomes. This doesn't mean everything will always work out the way we want, but it does mean that we will approach life's challenges with a greater sense of hope, purpose, and resilience. So when life feels like it's weighing you down, remember that you have the power to choose your response. Remember that positivity is not about ignoring the bad, but about choosing to focus on the good, no matter how small it might seem. Like Lao Tzu said, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. So take that step today. Shift your mindset, let go of the negativity that no longer serves you, and begin to see the world with fresh eyes. In every negative situation, there's the potential for growth, learning, and peace.